Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Hello Mr. Camera, I hope you are enjoying doing data structure. So today Mr. Camera wants to learn a new problem, that is how to find the node to root path in a generic tree, right? So in this problem we are given a generic tree and a data value, and we have to find the node where that data is present, and we have to find the path from that node to the root, right? So how can we do this? Let's discuss the approach first. So first of all, let we draw a generic tree. I hope you watched all the videos of questions of generic tree, as generic tree is an interesting topic. Right, so let's say this is our generic tree. Let's say we want to find the path of node where the data present is 110 to the root, right? That is, we want to find this path, right? So how can we do this? Firstly, the node itself compare with the data given, that is 10 compare itself with the given data. Is 10 is equal to given data? No. Then 10 will call its children to find the node to root path in their subtree. Then 10 will firstly ask 20 to find the node to root path in its subtree. So 20 again firstly compare itself with the given data. Is 20 equals to 110? No. So 20 ask its children to find the node to root path in their subtree, right? So 50 compare itself with the given data. Is 50 equals to 110? No. Then 50 will ask its children to compare itself with the to find the node to root path in its subtree. Since there is no children of 50, so it will return an empty array list to its parent. Since we have to return the result in an array list, so now 20 asks its second children to find the node to root path in its subtree. 60 will compare itself with the given value. Again the answer is false. So 60 asks its children to find the node to root path in its subtree, but as there is no subtree of 60, so it will return an empty array list to 20. Now 20 will return an empty array list to its parent. Then 10 will ask its next children to find the node to root path in its subtree. 10 will ask 30 to find the node to root path in its subtree. Now 30 firstly compare itself with the given value, that is 30 equals to 110. Again the answer is false. Now 30 asks its children to find the node to root path in their subtree. 70 firstly compare itself with given value. Is 70 equals to 110? Again the answer is false. Since there is no children of 70, so 70 will return an empty array list to its parent. Now 80 will ask its second children to find the node to root path in its subtree. 80 firstly compare itself with the given value. Is 80 equals to 110? No, the answer is false. So 80 will ask its children to find the node to root path. Now 110 will compare itself with the given value. Is 110 equals to 110? The answer is true. So as soon as we got the answer as true, 110 will create an empty array list and add itself to that array list. Right? So when any node find itself equals to the given data, it will create an empty array list and add itself to that array list and return that array list to its parent. Right? Again, as soon as 80 find a filled array list, 80 will add itself to that array list and return the filled array list to its parent. Right? So now 30 also finds a filled array list from its children. So 30 will add itself to that array list and return the array list to its parent. 10 finds filled array list. 10 will add itself to that array list and return the array list as the answer. So we can see that we don't need to traverse the rest of the tree, right? As soon as we find the answer, there's no need to traverse the rest of the tree, right? So I hope you understand the approach. Let's try to code it out. So firstly, the node will compare itself with the given value. If node.data equals to data. If it's equal to data, what it will do, when the node find its data equal to the given data, it will create a new array list and add itself to that array list and return the array list as the answer, right? So it will create a new array list of type integer, let's say path, it add itself to that array list and return that to the called value, right? If the value is not equal to the given data, so when the value is not equal to the given data, 10 asks its children to find the node to root path in their subtree, right? So it will ask its children to find the node to root path. The result of this will be a new array list. Either it will be empty or a filled one. So let the name of this array list be path till child, right? So we have to pass the child and the data will remain the same. Now if this called function is returning a filled array list, right? If it is returning a filled array list, then the node add itself to that array list and return the answer, right? So the node, if this array list is filled, that is the size of the array list, returned array list is greater than 0, then the node will add itself to that array list and return the that array list as answer, right? Now if the value is not found in any of the node in the subtree, then we have to return a new array list as the answer, right? Return new array list, right? So this is our code. Let's try to run this. So it is accepted. Let's try to submit. Yes, the code is submitted. So we see that when we got the value, there's no need to traverse the rest of the tree. For example, let's say we have to find the node to root path of 10. So if firstly 10, the root node will compare its data with the given value. Let's say the data is 10. Root node compare its data with the given value. As soon as it finds the answer true, it will create a new array list, add itself to that array list and return that array list as the answer. So we don't need to traverse the rest of the tree, right? So I hope you understand the concept. Now if we talk about the space and time complexity analysis, then the time complexity of this tree is big of n, because in the worst case we have to traverse all the nodes of the tree, right? If we talk about the space complexity, then it is equal to big of log n, because the recursion stack will take the same space as the height of the tree while implementing this, right? So this is the solution. You can try it out on the website, right? If you like the video, please drop a like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.